When you stop trying to fix other people, you start actually focusing on healing yourself and getting yourself out of this predicament that you continue to feel stuck in when you are attracting people as it's your problem and you enjoy having somebody to work on or to try to change how they are being. If it's like a puzzle, someone that's ghosting or not giving their full attention, or someone that's into drugs, hard drugs and alcohol, or just got out of prison. A lot of people are attracted to that, wanting to take on someone else's task and fix them so that this relationship with them can finally be good enough. But what you're getting stuck in is an addictive pattern. Same thing as the person that you're trying to fix is addicted to the drugs, to the alcohol, to the pornography, whatever it is that they're on. That you're addicted to the feeling of not being approved of, and you're trying to get them to approve of you. And your mind doesn't want you to settle. It doesn't want you to just allow it to be. To begin to work on yourself, heal yourself, look at it as awareness. When you open your eyes and you wake up, have your awakening, start living spiritually. Start connecting with the divine, start elevating your state of consciousness. Just being happy for where you're at without needing to have someone's problem be your problem. Because you have the tendencies of taking on other people's shit and you're not taking care of yourself. That's what's happening here. Let's say somebody gave you a lot of attention and then they became the avoidant. That's one of the biggest ones there. Getting addicted to wanting an avoidance attention. Have you ever related to that? Seems like we as humans want what we can't have, so it makes you more attracted to it. Have you ever looked on the outside of the box of what you're actually attracted to there? And how come you are trying to change someone else's behavior towards you or their opinion of you or how they act within a relationship? Do you realize that when you're playing that game in your own head, you're creating a story, and that story you are attached to, and trying to make someone else do something for you so you can feel good is an intermeddling of tasks. It's well spoken about in the book, The Courage to be Disliked. When you are taking on someone else's task, that is you abandoning yourself. You're not just being, you're not just loving, you're not just who you really are. You are needing to try to control the situation for you to feel good about your life because of things that were missing from your past. And you're taking on the tasks of all of these people. And what it's doing, because you don't have the outer boundaries set yet, you continue to attract new people that are toxic, that are going to treat you like that. When you learn to disassociate yourself with someone else's task and allow them to be who they are and lessen the importance there, whether they're physically attractive, whether they seem like they would be the best husband or wife I could ever get in my life, you need to let that go. That's what's keeping you stuck on this one person, is that you have them on a pedestal, that them coming into your life in your fantasy, in the story, is what's going to be your happy ending. And what's happening is you have the lack for that person, the story you are creating in your head, your assumptions of the situation, is that once they see me this way, I can finally get what I want. I could finally be free. I could finally feel love. I can live my life and do things with this person, all of those fantasies that you've thought of. But what you need to realize is those stories are creating your current beliefs. And the beliefs are that this person, once they change their opinion of you, or once they change their behavior towards you, you're going to finally feel enough. You're going to finally be able to open up your heart again. Because right now it's closed off to the outer world, to people who actually resonate with the real you, who would actually treat you with love and respect and give you space. But you're addicted to people who don't want to message you back, who don't want to acknowledge you in public, who don't want to give you the decency of setting up a time to meet up together. Realize that going after this, chasing after this special person you may have created in your own head, what it's doing is it's keeping you below this person. And there's a pendulum and it's swinging back and forth. And until you can bring yourself up to their level, and I'm not saying this to hurt you, I'm not saying that you're below this person, because I believe all of us in existence are of equal beings. Don't matter the amount of abundance that is in our lives. We are all one. We are all equal. We are all one with God. But the story and the perception there is that this person's hot. This person seems like they would be such an awesome partner if I had them in my life. And then you're chasing after that and creating the fantasy. And also you are pushing them away from you by sending them energy and creating all of these fantasies and thoughts in your own head, instead of just allowing the universe and God to map it out for you and just live your life. When you detach, the energy is brought back this way. They can have their stuff. They can be on the hard drugs, watch porn every day, buy coke every night, do drugs, do whatever the fuck they want, not want to talk to you, not acknowledge you. Any form of toxic behavior that they're doing that you're addicted to, that they seem like they're the shit. You want to be with that. Everyone else wants them, you think. It's not reality. The reality is that you continue to attract toxic relationships to you because you've not yet healed that side of yourself. And when you begin to look at your life in silence, stopping from time to time, no one is too busy to sit in silence and connect with God. And just sit there and breathe in and out with your eyes closed. You don't have to call it meditation if you're afraid of that word. And if you're not afraid of that word, that could be your breakthrough. You could actually start taking your energy back and focusing in on yourself, focusing it inward. Because the love that you seek that's lacking right now is not out there. It's not in this person. It won't be after they finally approve of you or send you a bunch of messages or like all your posts on social media or check all your stories. That's not what's going to make you feel good about your life. What's going to make you feel good is taking your power back and completely detaching from this person. Lowering the pendulum, lowering the expectations and the standards, and changing your assumptions around it. That you don't assume that people that you think are on a certain level are going to treat you a certain way. You assume that you draw in great things, and everything that is meant for you will come. This is not a manifestation game. This is not us manipulating the outer world. This is you getting in tune with reality. You becoming your true self. Your power is to be your real self, regardless of the tension it creates in other people. And when you tune into this power, you become even more of you than you've ever been, because you don't try to figure out who you could be for this person to start messaging you back or start liking your posts all again. You start being you, you start pulling up your pants and not even paying attention to whether this person wants to be in your life or not. And that becomes way more magnetic to that person, this person, the person you're going to meet next week, the person you're going to see next year. And people may see that as you are being bad. Let them. Allow the people who are viewing this video to think I'm being bad. I'm being toxic. I'm a spiritual toxic person, I've had said before. It don't mean nothing to me. What means something to me is me and my audience and my community and us connecting on a different level and moving forward in life and knowing what's good for us and what's not good. And then changing the law of your assumptions to what you would like to conform. What you would like to conform is you being at a state of peace and love for the present moment without needing an individual to change that and how you view yourself, how you realize you are attractive. You have the power to show up at a fitness facility and work on yourself. You have the power to sit with a candle in a good self-help book and work on yourself. No one can take that away from you. No one on YouTube is going to tell you what to do. We can give you advice. We'll give you the principles, but it's up to you to start to apply them to your own life. And then you start to become grounded within your own energy. And like you guys who have been following me for a while, how I like to end my videos is being more grounded. More grounded is being in alignment with our path. Our path is to be connected with the divine and love ourselves now and be more of our authentic selves. That is the message I share. That is what we are going to continue to do together, okay? So stay grounded within your own energy and continue pushing forward.